Hello, welcome to our channel, Elvis Fans Matter. We have a special guest today, Miss Ann Helm, who co-starred in the movie Follow That Dream with Elvis. You want to say hello?
Hello! See, we're recreating the scene that I got lucky enough to do and Follow That Dream. Went down to the Florida. Did you ever see a woman with a damn mustache? But anyway, we went down to Florida and we were filming. Oh, is that funny?
I said actually, yes, I have. I'm sorry. Go, and anyway, just keep on going.
Well,
That's one of our
anyway.
bloopers.
Oh, by the way,
The time to do it himself, because when he had a phone call or something, unless it was just somebody that he,
Well, he could have like a media specialist.
yeah, he could have, but he didn't like
That could have been me.
He did
could
media
have been.
specialist. He just didn't like to take time to go through all the details. He
Right.
liked everything real quick, and somebody usually would get somebody on the phone for him, and then he would take the call.
Yeah.
So he didn't do a lot of those things himself.
only
Now,
time he ever answered the phone.
he won.
Uh,
Remember, he said he won that vacation for us.
yeah, was on his private phone
Yeah.
upstairs in Graceland or in
Yeah,
his home in California. He might if somebody wasn't with him and answer the phone for him. So
yeah,
he'd answer the phone himself sometimes, but
not
very
very often.
seldom. Most of the time, it was call somebody for me and he'd take the phone or something like that. He just didn't want to take the time.
He
to
did. Yeah, he
dial
didn't
and all
like.
that.
He didn't do the little simple things
Yeah.
like
That's what he had us for.
Yeah, that's like you said. I pay somebody to do that for me. It's not that I think I'm better. It's just that
I don't want to
that's what I pay them for,
Yeah.
and they do. And that was true. not that he thought he was better, but he
But he had the means to do it.
yeah,
Why not?
yeah.
And we had a job.
And they had a
Right.
job.
Everybody wins.
That's amazing. And with that, folks, we hope you enjoy this video. And I'd like to remind you again, if you tell all your friends, neighbors, and anybody else, you catch them out on the street and hold them and say, "Look, you got to subscribe to this channel."
And come sit around the table with us.
Yeah. No, but tell all your friends and all, and to subscribe. It don't cost anything. It's free, and subscribe. Otherwise, I don't mean to sound mean or anything, but if it doesn't, we just we have no way of keeping it going. I mean, it's but anyway, I'd like to thank all of you,
Thank you.
and be sure and subscribe. And just
Subscribe.
remember,
Elvis Fans
Fans
Matter.
yes, sir. Welcome back to Elvis Fans Matter. And I'd like to show you some of my record collection. Several people have asked me, and I thought I'd just go ahead and share it with you. If you'll follow me to right here. All these in here are singles. They go all the way up to the top of here. On this side and all of that, these are single records. They're all Elvis records. Alrighty? And I got some over here. No, excuse me. Look at all these and these right here. Those are all albums. Here's some more here. here. I just got a lot of them out for y'all to see. And a heap of these records I collected all through the years. A lot of them were given to me by Elvis and the Colonel. And just a lot of them here. Box sets you got. No, I got more of them over there too. Singles. Like, you know, That's Alright Mama on RCA. Blue Christmas. Oh golly, I don't know. Milky White Way. Whew. Are You Lonesome Tonight? And so on. Just a lot of them. I've even got some really special ones. They're not in the original sleeve because I don't know, really can tell you what sleeve they came in. This is Crying in the Chapel that came out. And this is Crying in the Chapel. This is what they call a promotional copy. That was sent to the disc jockeys to play. And I have this one. And these two here are the same record, but one's on a white label, which is a promotional copy, and one's on the black label, you know, which is RCA too. And I got a couple more of the same ones. Right. This one. I actually have two copies of it. Another one right here. And these are promotional copies. Like I say, they were sent out to disc jockeys. And I actually, if I can find it, and I really knew what I'd done with it, other than just go crazy, I just had it, if I can find it. Albums like this one here, and this. Well, let me do it that way, it'd be better. And, well, I have the original first album Elvis ever done. It's a shame you can't find something when you need it. But it was, you know, Elvis Presley on the. It's the original album, long play album, and it's a rare one right now because, you know. But mine, I played so much, it's just about wore out, believe it or not. And I was actually looking for it, folks. I just can't seem to find it. Which makes me look like I might have told a fib, but I do have it. And I beg your pardon, but I believe I misplaced it right here somewhere. That's it.
Is that it?
That's it. Holy golly. Right in front of me. They didn't even see it. And as you can see, album cover and the album itself has all been, you know, been very well used, and the record still plays really good, but I played the fool out of that when it first come out. This was given to me by Colonel in 57. We had gone up there to see the Colonel, and this album was given to me by him. And I have many more, like I said, of Elvis albums. You know, Girl Happy Here, Like This, all original that they were given to me by Colonel. And a lot of them I've collected myself over the years. Now, my estimate of albums is well over 240. I even have some bootleg albums.
Promotional.
You know, that came out and I got them. And same way with my 45 records. I even have some 78 records. RCA and all that are old, and it's just a great collection. And boy, I'm just showing you this just to show you that, hey, I was not only Elvis's cousin, but I was an Elvis fan. I loved his music and his records, and I collected them all through the years. Even after he passed away and all, I still collected different versions of songs that come out, and albums that come out. And I just wanted to share some of these with you. It's been a lot of good music played in my house by Elvis, and will continue being played, And I have all these, everything as far as a song of Elvis's, I also have on a CD. So I've collected, in all different ways, the CDs and the records. And pretty much all of it. I wish I could, show you each individual album, because there's some are very rare, and but it's kind of hard to go through, like I say, like 240 and pick out the original ones and the ones that are rare. But like I say, they are Elvis in Hollywood. A lot of these are foreign made. They were, released in foreign countries, Italy, oh gosh, Germany, France. I can't name all the places, but I do have them all.
And that was a question that I believe Jimmy Gordon asked. Did we listen to Elvis music? And yes, it's not uncommon to have it on, or if we're having a cookout, to have it playing. Some of the movies, yes.
Yeah, a lot of times, yeah, we'd have music playing. But I just wanted to show y'all some of this here, and hope maybe you enjoyed me showing you my collection, and let you know that, right along with all you other fans out there, I collected Elvis records too. And with that, I just want to say, Elvis Fans Matter.
Welcome to
Elvis Fans Matter. Start off, I want to show you some pictures. There's 3 or 4 of them. You got that one, Dandy?
Hold it back up just for a second.
Okay.
My zoomer went a little bit slow. Okay.
Alright. Then we got this one.
Okay.
And we got this one.
Okay.
And we got this one. Now,
Okay.
while I'm showing you these all tie together on a very interesting story that we gonna tell, and I'll get started by saying this group that you just saw right here. These are called the Prisonaires. It was a group of inmates in the 50s, early 50s, that got started singing, and they became a pretty well known group. In 1953, they came to Memphis Sound Phillips was recording a lot of black artists back in, and the governor at that time, Frank Clements, was real interested in this group, and he helped them a whole lot. And they came to Memphis to Sun Studios, and they came there to record, and they recorded a couple of songs, and they had a couple of pretty good hits over the years. The one most famous for them was a song called "Walking in the Rain," and then "Walk Danielle" at the same time. I mean, that's timing, boy. Anyway, they recorded that, and it was a hit for them. But it became a bigger hit a little later when Johnny Ray recorded it, and he had a smash hit on it. It was, it done really well. In fact, we were in Vegas and we went to see Johnny Ray, and he covered that particular song for us. Well, for Elvis. Elvis liked it, and he wanted it. It wasn't too long thereafter, naturally, that Elvis, started recording there. And over the years, they got more popular, and people, knew of them. And in 1957, and I was just a mere babe in arms. No, I was 14 years old, and it was December the 1st, around Christmas time.
21st. No, 1st?
December the 1st, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think.
I thought you said you
No,
probably.
and I was out of school because it was on the weekend, and Elvis asked me to go to Nashville with him. He had been invited up. They were having a Christmas party. The governor was, and he invited Elvis up and all to the party, and so we all went up, and while we was up there, I had no idea I was going to any kind of a party, and I was a little underdressed. So Elvis said, "Nah, we got to get you straightened up here." So we went out shopping, and he bought me some clothes and all, new shoes and pants and shirt, and boy, I was duded up. What you talking about? I was a cool dude. But anyway, we wound up going to the party, and Carl and all, he went with us, and of course when we got there, naturally they had a lot of security and all, a lot that had to do with the prisoners, because they were inmates, and they had to have, anywhere they traveled, they had to have the guards with them, and they were there, and they had a lot of people there. A lot of them I didn't know and couldn't name them for you, but there was a lot of people at the party, and they were dancing and singing. Anyway, got around to it, and they told Elvis that the prisoners had a song that they wanted him to hear, and possibly if he was interested, he could record it. They had would let him would sign for him to copy sing their song. And so that's what one of the reasons that we went up there. Plus the governor liked Elvis anyway, and so we got in there, and they got to singing, and boy, they were good. Now, let me name them for you so you kind of know who we're talking about. John E. Drew, he was a tenor singer. Johnny Braggs, he was a lead singer. Michael Sanders, he was the bass. William Stewart, he was baritone and guitarist. Edward Thurman, he was tenor and piano player. And that was their group. And boy, could they sing. They really could. It was, and the biggest thrill of all to me, though, was, them singing and then Elvis joining in, singing some gospel singing, and gospel music. And boy, it was quite a night. We got to talking about different things, and of course I didn't talk much. I just listened. It was more about music, and so it was Elvis and the prisoners and the governor and all that. But a little later, I got a little sleepy. I was just getting on over in the morning, so I fell asleep, and the governor's wife, she said, well, I'll take him up there and put him in one of the bedrooms and all. And so she did, and of course I slept through some of it. Getting late in the morning, and I mean night and morning, it was like 1 o'clock, maybe 1:30, when all this, kind of broke up. And so when it did, the governor's wife said, well, if you want to leave him, leave him upstairs asleep, said, we'll send him home tomorrow and all. And Elvis said, no, I'll have to wake him up. I'll take him with me and all. And so they came and woke me up, and of course we drove back home that night. But it was a fascinating night, and I don't know what to tell you. They were a good group, and anyway, Elvis never did record the song that they had. They had redone the song. I think it was called "Riot" in Cell Block 9, and they had written another version called Cell Block number 9. And I remember part of the words, but I don't want to try to sing it because, But anyway, Elvis didn't record it. He never got around to recording it. But it was interesting.
And what's interesting too is you on here, Johnny Bragg, the lead singer, helped write that song, "Walking in the Rain."
Yeah, Johnny Bragg and Robert Riley. They were the ones. He was another inmate, and they're the ones that wrote the "Walking in the Rain" that they recorded, and later Johnny Bragg recorded. And like I say, folks, it was an interesting night.
What year was that?
57.
Okay, the reason I asked you that was before he went to Germany. So, who went with you all to Nashville? I know Lamar went. That's before he met any of the Charlie or Joe or
well,
any
I
of them.
think Alan Fortis went with us, if I'm not mistaken, and Lamar.
What about Cliff?
Cliff may have gone. I can't remember. There was about 4 or 5 of us that went, And for somebody 14 years of age and getting to see the governor.
You went on several trips in the car with him close.
I did. Yeah, and in fact, I went to Nashville with him, a few times. We went to the Colonel's house and visit with him, and that's another story. And another story on top of that one, when we went to the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh, that's
and
that's a great story.
That's a good story too. That's when he met, or when I met, because Elvis already met him, Johnny Cash. And that's another story. So I'm gonna leave it hanging with that, and keep those stories for a little later. And with that, all I can tell you is, man,
such a night.
Yeah, such a night.
Such a night.
I have had one heck of a interesting and fantastic life with Elvis. I really have. And, to take a 14-year-old to a party like that, even there was, of course, his kids were there, and there was other kids too. So it wasn't like it didn't have kids around. But like I say, folks, man, it was a fascinating time. And with that, I'm gonna let this one in, and I want to thank everybody for watching our channel. And
I do want to say on this,
right.
I want to thank one of our big, huge followers, Jimmy Gordon. You might recognize Jimmy from our Facebook page. He shares a lot. He is a big EFM follower, and it was his idea for us to do this video. I had some of the Governor's Mansion pictures on the Facebook page, and he sent me a message, and he said, a lot of people don't realize that that's your pawpaw standing next to Elvis. He said, would Billy tell that story in a video? Because I think that everybody would, find it interesting. I sure would. So, Jimmy, thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy.
We appreciate it. It was a great idea.
Yeah,
and if anybody has any questions, you can put them in the comments here under the video, or send us a message to our Facebook page. And you never know when one of your story ideas or questions is going to turn up on YouTube.
That's true. And with that, we all say,
Elvis Fans Matter.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching.